Hi everyone, I'm Reni, and if you love to travel but you hate the insane prices that we're often seeing, this video is for you. Today I'm going to share exactly how I travel for cheap using points, flight deal hacks, and smart planning so you can see the world without breaking the bank. So let's dive in. Tip number one that I have is to join a loyalty program. So loyalty programs are really a game changer. If there is an airline that you are constantly flying with or a hotel that you're constantly staying at, they actually reward you because you are being loyal to them. So this means that you get cheaper flights and hotels, additional perks, and more. So personally, my favorite program in Canada is Aeroplan because you can not only fly on Air Canada, but on any of their partner airlines, for example, United as well. So basically, you will use your points very strategically. You'll book them early or use them for long haul flights where the value is the highest. So if you're not in a loyalty program yet, sign up today. It's free and it typically pays off. I've heard Alaskan Airlines has a really good one. Delta has a good loyalty program. And then for hotels, I have the Marriott one. So whichever program you're gonna do, sign up and be loyal to that company so that they will reward you after that. Tip two is to get a travel credit card. So if you truly want to maximize loyalty programs, you should get a travel credit card that's associated with your airline or loyalty program of choice. For example, I have the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite card and I also have an Amex. What that means is that every time I spend money, I get Aeroplan points. For your Amex, you get Amex points, which can then be converted to Aeroplan points. So when I book flights, I earn points, and these points add up faster than you can even think, and then I can redeem them for discounted flights, upgrades, or even hotels. This year I have been to the US, I've been to a bunch of other countries, and almost all of my flights were covered by Aeroplan points. I know that in the US, Delta has a really good program and they have a credit card, and also the Chase Sapphire card in the US is a popular one. So if you also want to know which travel credit card is for you, Very Choi and Prince of Travel, they both have really great resources on their website. So I'll link those in the description box. Also, when it comes to these credit cards, you can also get sign-up bonuses that are worth hundreds or thousands in travel points. For example, when you sign up for Amex, you can get up to like 100,000 points when you sign up, which can be really great and just get you a free trip off the bat. And also beyond that, I will say that just having these cards has made my trip, which can be really, I have travel insurance with those cards. I get lounge access, meaning I don't have to pay for lounge access. And typically there are no foreign transaction fees when I do travel and spend on those cards. Also, I just want to note that you should pay off your balance every single month to avoid interest. Don't get the points and then be charging interest to your card. Just make sure that you are carrying zero balance every single month. Don't use it as a way to overspend. Tip number three is to use flight deal websites and newsletters. This is one of my favorite tips, and this is actually how I really got into traveling. Some of my favorite newsletters are The Impatient Tourist. She now has a Patreon page. Next Departure, Going, formerly known as Scotch Cheap Flights, and YYZ Flight. So basically what these sites do is that they hunt for flash sales, mistake fares, and any special discounts, so you don't really have to look by yourself for cheap flights. For example, I have been to Brazil for about $200 round trip, to Colombia for $500 round trip, and to Portugal for $600 round trip. Those are unheard of prices. Typically, a flight to Portugal would be like around $1,000 at least. So these are some of the best flight deals that I've ever had. And I just subscribe to their newsletters and follow their social media pages. And you basically get deal alerts right away. The only caveat with this is that the deals do not last very long. So being quick to book once you get those deals is essential. If you're someone who doesn't check your email on a regular basis, you'll probably miss a lot of the deals that are sent out. Tip number four is to book early. I feel like this is one of the oldest travel secrets in the book, but it is very, very, very true. If you book early, you will save money. Flight prices typically rise the closer you get to your travel date. So if you can do several months ahead, like I'm talking 4, 5, 6 months ahead, it will save you a ton. I did this for the first time last year. I booked a flight, I think it was 10 months in advance, and it saved me so much money. I also find that when I use my points to book early, I save even more money because points are typically, they follow dynamic pricing. So that means that the closer or the more demand there is for that flight, the more points you will need to book that flight. So if you can book early and before there's a lot of demand, then you are able to save a lot and use your points in order to get those flights. Tip number 5 would be to be flexible with your dates and with the airports that you fly out of. If you're truly trying to travel on a budget, flexibility is your best friend. And I know that's not possible for everyone. For me, it's possible because I work for myself and I can shift my dates a bit. But I will say that if you can try to build as much flexibility into your travel plans as possible, it can help you save a lot of money. Shifting your trip by even a day or two can lower your ticket prices significantly. Also, a hack is to check out nearby airports. For example, I live in Toronto, but sometimes I fly out of Buffalo, which is just over the border, about an hour and a half away. And the savings can be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Of course, you do have to factor in transportation costs to those airports just to make sure it's a good deal. Like if you are going to spend $200 getting to Buffalo, then obviously it makes no sense. You might as well just fly from Toronto. But just look at the nearby airports. It can sometimes save you a lot of money. Tip number 6 is to set fare alerts. So if you use a tool like Google Flights or Skyscanner or Hopper, you can actually set a fare alert. So let's say I want to go to Rwanda from January 1st to January 15th. I can set a fare alert that will track this route. And if the price drops for the current fare, then I will get an email telling me that I should book now. I think this is great because basically you don't have to consistently check your flights. You just have to wait for the right price. Of course, this is a gamble. There's no guarantee that the flight will drop, but this is a good way to save a bit of money. The last tip I have is still aligned with flexibility. If you can mix and match your airlines or use multi-city tickets, you can save a lot of money. So for example, let's say I want to go to Nigeria and on the way there, I fly with Delta and on the way back, I fly with KLM. That can actually save you a ton of money. Of course, it takes a little bit more effort to actually see the mix and match, but it definitely can help you save a lot of money. Or again, if you want to add a stopover to your tickets, that can help you save money as well. One caveat is that you need to make sure you understand the luggage rules. So if you are going to, let's say, get 2 bags on your way to the trip, but only 1 bag on the way home, and they're gonna charge you $200 for the extra bag, are you actually saving money? Maybe not. So just be careful of that. One bonus tip that I have is just to use incognito mode when you are searching for your flights. I do this all the time where I search for all my flights in incognito mode so that the prices don't go up based on my search history. So those are my top tips for traveling on a budget. Remember, loyalty programs, flight deal sites, smart booking, and also just being flexible in your planning. If you want to see more money hacks and travel hacks, let me know. I do have a lot of tips. As I said, I've been to 44 countries at this point. So hit the subscribe button and let me know in the comments what you would like to see. And let me know what your best travel saving hack is because I'm always looking to learn. Thank you so much for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.